Okay, this is part 2, and we are continuing with sessions. Now, what we have about sessions, HTTP, first of all, the very important word is HTTP is stateless. What does it mean? HTTP is not, it doesn't save states for each connection. So it doesn't know about you something. So what does it mean state? So there is some information about you. But HTTP doesn't know about anything. So it is like open doors. Anybody who is passing the doors, it doesn't understand the difference between different people coming. So you only open doors to everyone asking. You do not know. You can only know his IP, but as I previously said, IP is not enough because some of you may know that, for example, if you are using Kazakh Telecom, your IP address will always change because this IP address will be given to you at that moment by Kazakh Telecom, or even if you are using phone lines like Tele2 or KSL. So actually they are giving you IP address. So IP address is not enough to understand who are you. So actually servers do not know who are you. So in order to associate a request to any other request, so to know that the first request and the second request have some common. What is common in our case? That they are done by one person. You need a way to store user data between HTTP requests. So you need to store data between these things. Cookies and URL parameters are both suitable ways to transport data between the client and the server, but they are both readable and on client side. So we say that here it states that there are cookies and URLs parameters. So for example, in URL you can write your login, and every time you enter login, you enter any website, it can read, for example, your URL, and it can read your URL or cookie and give you your data. For example, on Gmail you want to see your mails, not others' mails, or even, for example, in our portal you want to read your grades, not grades of other people. But they are both readable and on the client side, so everybody can access this data. So for example, if I go away from my computer, everyone can see my username, for example, or can read and change cookies, like here, for example, if you want to change this one, you can press here and write, for example, color red. So actually you see that I can change the data of cookies. So because of this, they are not useful for this type of problem. Sessions solve exactly the problem. You assign the client an ID, and it makes all further requests using that ID. So in this way, they give you some ID, and you use that ID to get information. So we will need this express session, which I have already installed. You can install it by this command. We will put the session and cookie parser middleware in place. In this example, we use the default store for storing sessions, for example, memory store, never used in these production environments. So they actually, I didn't research it, but it says that it's not useful in production, but you can start it with memory store. This can be changed and arranged so you can use it. There is no problem with it. The session middleware handles all things for creating the session, setting the session cookie, recreating the session object in whenever we make a request from the same client again, we'll have their session information stored with us. We can add more properties to the session object. In the following example, we'll create a view counter for the client. Okay, so let me show the code for session. Let me remove this one. So again, we will need cookie parser. Why we need cookie parser? Because sessions use cookie parser. So because of this, we require cookie parser, then we require express, then we make this app, session require express session. So we use session here. Then we say that app use cookie parser. So here important thing, use these two commands in correct order, because first of all it should parse cookies, and after that it will go to secret session. So actually this is this secret button, I didn't use it, but okay, so this is for some secret key maybe, I will explain it later. And then app-get, again the same, this very simplest command, you say app-listen and app-get, and this use is, we use it for middlewares. Middlewares means that before running this code, it will run this code and then it will run this code. So this is called middleware. So it means that it is in the middle of process. So there is some process which should be done. Middleware will be performed before these commands. So actually this is very simple. Request session page views. You say that if session page views exists, you make it +1, and then you say hello, you used it several times. Else request session page views equal to 1. So if it is not present, you say that you have created it. Okay, let me stop this one and server session JS. Okay, I open localhost 3000. It says create session page views. You say hello, you with 2, 3, 4, and okay, let me delete it, delete, and here you have connect seed. So actually this is the session. When you delete this cookie or you turn off your browser, it will delete this one, and session will be deleted. So actually this is something different. In cookie, you remember you have seen this button about name. You have seen this name and name field and its value, but here you don't see, you only see this one. This is value. So actually this is ID, by which you will know how to connect it. So again, the difference cookies. In cookies, you see the name and the value of this thing, but here you have this only value. What does it mean? It means that you can only work. You do not see the actual values; they are stored in server. So by using these sessions, you can make like authentication, which I will explain on next video or on or in video or in lectures. So summarizing, we have sessions. Sessions is based on cookies. They use cookies, but the difference is it doesn't store values in browser. It stores some ID, but actually values are stored in server. So because of this, you can use it for authentication, like when you write login and password, and it remembers, okay, it was John, and it gives you information for John.